So I need to vent, and I also need to do a video. So I'm not even gonna look at you, okay? Like, just pretend I'm not even here. While you clicked on this video, I don't know. I'm just gonna look away. I'm just gonna look. Now I'm gonna put my hand like this, and I am flustered. I'm flustered. When Asia went back to work, things were supposed to get better. You know, like, not only was like, oh, there'll be a whole nother income coming in. Asia works longer hours than I do. Her check is bigger than my check every 2 weeks. Not that we're comparing sizes, not that that's what it's about, and I don't even want to get into that argument because that's not what it's about at all. The problem that I'm having is that things were supposed to be better with two incomes coming in. For the length of our marriage, for as long as we have been married, for as long as we have been in this house, 95% of the time has been me working a full-time job to take care of things. There are a couple of the Joe's Crab Shack incident, VF Outlet, my part-time run at DSP. Like, there have been times Target comes to mind, but at the end of it, the majority of the time, I was the breadwinner, and that was something I wore with pride. And yeah, sometimes it would suck because I would be a regional transit and I would work 70 hours a week, and it sucked. But it was up to me to take care of things, and I took care of things. And even when I got this job, before Asia went back to work, and she was just in school, and it was me taking care of things, and it was like, ta-da, I'm doing it. I was taking care of things, and now, and I get it, as I talk it out in my head, it makes complete sense. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of videos over the last 2 or 3 weeks because, in the course of like a month, I passed out at work twice. I was hospitalized for that shit twice. My last pay period, there was a holiday, and I missed like a fuck ton of work. So my check is abnormally tiny. It's ridiculously tiny. Like, this, if I were working at McDonald's and this was my check for like 3 days, I'd be like, holy shit, I feel like I did okay. My check is ridiculously tiny, and it's nobody's fault but mine. And in my mind, as soon as I said nobody's fault but mine, it's not my fault. It's not like I was like, hey, it'll be fun. Let's fucking lay on the floor at work. That'll be a hoot. This is just where I am. This is just where we are. And now I have medication. You know, now I'm much further along than I was. Things are better. But this pay period fucked me. And the fact that somehow Wells Fargo got me for $430 fucked me. And I'm flustered and I'm frustrated because there are things that I wanted to do this weekend, but it's not going to work out. Things were supposed to be better when Asia went back to work. And so far, Asia's been at work a couple of months, and it just seems like every 2 weeks something rolls around. There's there's some sort of fucking disaster that needs to get averted. Everything was on schedule. Understand what I'm saying to you when I say everything were on schedule. If whatever happened to my car 2 weeks ago didn't fucking happen, the rent for June would already be paid. This check, regardless to how small or large it was, should have just been, let's take care of a couple of bills, and the rest is us. But you know what? We have to supplement for what happened because we were short $430. And then when we realized we were short $430, we were like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. We're already short. Let's pick up a couple of other things that we need. So we picked up other things that we needed. So now, even if the money had magically come back into the account the next day, we would have been short with the rent. And it's frustrating because in 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks from tomorrow, it'll be time to pay the fucking rent again. Again. which means for us to finally roll around to a point where I can seriously consider looking into a new phone for Asia because her speaker doesn't work. You can't even talk on it anymore. Like, I can't hear her while she's at work, or she can't hear me. I dropped my phone recently and cracked my screen, which I'm normally really good at. I don't do that sort of thing. But slid out of my pocket, cracked the screen. It's not even a horrible crack, but I've been looking for an excuse to get rid of this fucking thing anyway. Like, so even in 2 weeks' time, where I felt like I could have been looking into new phones or taking care of bills or whatever the fuck, you know, it's just not working out. So now this means that in 2 weeks' time, every penny we have, I take that back. That's not true. It won't be every penny because Asia will not have missed a day of work, so her check will be gorgeous. I will have not missed a day of work, and I will have some overtime, so my check should be gorgeous. There should be more left over to do other things. Fantastic. But there will be no big things, no major things. I wanted to start knocking out this school debt for her so she could go back to fucking school. I wanted to look into this fucking Ranger armor. That's not gonna be a thing. I wanted to pay bills. I wanted to get a new phone. That's not gonna be a thing. I was just telling Kari, hey, let's pick up some shoes and shit. Let's get you some shit that you need. I'm not gonna be able to do that for a month. And it's frustrating and it sucks and it's bothering because we work so hard. Asia gets off work at 5:30. She's home by a quarter to fucking 7. We eat, we rub each other's feet, and you look up and it's fucking 10 o'clock and it's time to go to bed. We get up and we do it the fuck again. It's frustrating. But, but, this could be worse. It could be a hell of a lot worse. Because we've been in positions where we look up and we don't have the money to take care of the rent, and it's like, what illegal scheme can we do to take care of this thing? Like for the last 2 weeks, I've had this whole plan out in my head because we didn't pay the rent. When all this shit went down, I didn't have the rent, so in my mind, I concocted what I was going to do. They had said, hey, you have to pay it by the 12th. So yesterday, I gave them a partial payment, knowing that it would process. And then they would be like, oh, now we got to give you a 3-day notice to quit. And then that would roll right into the pay period. And then I would be able to pay you, and they would shut the fuck up and things would be fine. But I worried about it. I had a plan, but I still found a way to worry about it. And that fucking flusters me. But at least I'm in a position where all I gotta do is keep fucking trucking, and everything will be fine. Like, I've done a budget in my head, and I'm going to do my best to not continue to do that budget. Because you know how you do. You do a budget, then you re-budget, then you go, oh, now I gotta go over the figures. Is there anything I missed? No, I didn't miss anything. Everything is fine. There's just not a whole lot extra left over. I wanted to get vitamin D pills. That's not going to be a thing. Asia wanted to buy a pair of fucking pants for work. That's not going to be a thing. We need to pick up some more food. That's not going to be it. Well, that's fine. See, that's the problem. That's the way my mind works. Is that I see a problem and then I start compounding other problems, and then I just constantly think about that problem until it gets solved. That has to stop. That has to stop completely. Yeah, it fucking sucks. I I was left with the impression the only reason that Asia went back to work is because she would see how fucking stressed out I would get, and she would say, "Hey, I want to help." So now she helps. Now she's doing. Not only is she doing her part, she's doing more of my part than I'm doing my part. So I should be stressing less, but I find myself worrying about other things now, and that's fucking ridiculous. So I'm gonna stop. I don't want that in there anymore. I'm so fucking done with this. So tomorrow's the 14th. That means on the 28th, I have to pay the rent again. But props to me for not only being able to pay the rent twice in 1 month after I was in the hospital off and on and missed 2 weeks of work and got jacked for $400. But we managed to pay it again, and then in July, the first check in July will really be We got to take care of a couple of random odds and end bills, which is okay. Smud's gonna need some money. The water bill will be due. So the first check in July will really be I need about $400, but then the rest of it is just fucking fantastic. So that means I got a whole week and a half of pay that I won't have to touch, and then Asia's entire fucking check will go untouched. And that's the sort of thing that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I was expecting this to be. But things keep coming up and we keep knocking them down. And I can keep getting frustrated that things keep coming up. But what I should be doing is just be happy that when they pop up, I know how to knock them down. We know how to knock them down. And that's another problem that I have. I really put a lot of this pressure on me to be the man of the house and do it myself. And I'll do it. I'll show you I can do it. But we do it. We get it done. That's just got to be the way I look at it. Like things could be a hell of a lot fucking worse, and things are getting better, and I need to look at it as such. I'm done babbling with you. I took sleeping pills. My wife is already laying down. She's so cute with her eyes closed. I'm going to fucking sleep. I just, oh. I wanted to end it on a note like, oh, I just wish I could catch a fucking break. But see, that's me being negative again. I caught a fucking break. We paid the rent twice this month, and it went up. Like, it's not like we're fucking around with the money. In the course of a month, in the course of 1 month, we will have given these people almost 3 fucking grand. And everything is fine. Everything is taken care of. I don't see what the problem is. Why do I do this to myself? Everything is fucking fantastic. Like we will have given them $2,800, $2,900 actually, because we also got to pay the water bill. So again, close to 3 grand. We gave them 3 grand this month, and we're not like, oh, we gave them 3 grand, and now we have to sell the PS4 or get rid of a TV, or now we're hungry. All our shit is good. All the bills are paid. I need to work on my attitude. That's what it is. I need to work on the way I see things, the way I view things, how things work themselves out. How the fuck did my father do this? Seriously, how did he do this by himself with 2 fucking kids, and one of them was a grown fuck who was spoiled and entitled? I don't get it. Don't give me that shit about inflation. Oh, they were only paying $400 a month for rent. And that was a house. Like, so the fuck what? He also made like $6 an hour. Like, I just need to work on my attitude. I don't mean flip it or spin it in such a way where it's a positive thing, because these are all positive things. I choose to look at, oh darn, now I can't have weed this weekend. No man. What the fuck? Like that's dumb. Look, I'm going to bed, and oh my god, I'm so glad I had this talk with myself. Thank you, past me.